Welcome to the Solar System, a gravitationally bound system of the Sun and the objects that orbit it. The largest of these objects are the 8 planets, which in order from the Sun are 4 terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, 2 gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn, and 2 ice giants, Uranus and Neptune. The Solar System developed 4.6 billion years ago when a dense region of a molecular cloud collapsed, forming the Sun and a protoplanetary disk. All 4 terrestrial planets belong to the inner solar system and have solid surfaces. Inversely, all 4 giant planets belong to the outer solar system and do not have a definite surface, as they are mainly composed of gases and liquids. 99.86% of the solar system's mass is in the Sun, and nearly 90% of the remaining mass are in Jupiter and Saturn. There is a strong consensus among astronomers that the solar system also has 9 dwarf planets, which consist of 1 asteroid belt object, Ceres, 5 Kuiper belt objects, Pluto, Orcus, Haumea, Quaoar, and Makemake, and 3 scattered disk objects, Gonggong, Eris, and Sedna. The solar system is constantly flooded by the Sun's charged particles, the solar wind, forming the heliosphere. Pushed against by the surrounding interstellar medium of the local cloud, the solar wind starts slowing at 75 to 90 AU, the termination shock, before being halted, resulting in the heliopause, the boundary of the solar system to interstellar space. The outermost region of the solar system is the Oort cloud, the source for long-period comets, extending from 2000 AU to the edge of the solar system's sphere of gravitational influence at up to 200,000 AU, 3.2 L. The closest star to the solar system, Proxima Centauri, is 4.25 Li away. The solar system orbits the galactic center of the Milky Way galaxy as part of its Orion spur at a distance of 26,000 Li. The solar system formed 4.568 billion years ago from the gravitational collapse of a region within a large molecular cloud. This initial cloud was likely several light years across and probably birthed several stars. As the pre-solar nebula collapsed, conservation of angular momentum caused it to rotate faster, forming a protoplanetary disk with a diameter of roughly 200 AU and a hot, dense protostar at the center. The planets formed by accretion from this disk, in which dust and gas gravitationally attracted each other, coalescing to form ever larger bodies. Hundreds of protoplanets may have existed in the early solar system, but they either merged or were destroyed or ejected, leaving the planets, dwarf planets, and leftover minor bodies. The Sun is the dominant gravitational member of the solar system, and its planetary system is maintained in a relatively stable, slowly evolving state by following isolated, gravitationally bound orbits around the Sun. Although the solar system has been fairly stable for billions of years, it is technically chaotic and may eventually be disrupted. The overall structure of the charted regions of the solar system consists of the Sun, 4 smaller inner planets surrounded by a belt of mostly rocky asteroids, and 4 giant planets surrounded by the Kuiper belt of mostly icy objects. Astronomers sometimes informally divide this structure into separate regions. The inner solar system includes the 4 terrestrial planets and the asteroid belt. The outer solar system is beyond the asteroids, including the 4 giant planets. The Sun's planets, dwarf planets, and moons size to scale, labeled. Distance of objects is not to scale. The asteroid belt lies between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. The Kuiper belt lies beyond Neptune's orbit.